Is this helping or hurting? Let's bring in former U.S. Border Patrol Chief under both Trump and Biden, Rodney Scott, friend of show, former Texas member of Congress, Mayra Flores, and social media influencer and immigration activist, Carlos Espina. It's good to see you, young man. I start with you. Beautiful shirt. Carlos, you are worried that Harris is starting to talk in a way that you believe is part of the problem, not the solution, in matching Trump's toughness. How so?
Yeah, I believe that the narrative has shifted so far to the anti-immigrant range of things. And Kamala Harris, instead of really pushing back on it and painting a different picture and acknowledging that, yes, there are criminals that need to be dealt with, that need to be deported, but overall, immigration is good for the United States, and the vast majority of those who are already here are good people. I feel like that's just been completely lost in the narrative in exchange for this, what's going on at the border. And like I'm saying, it is important what's going on the border should be talked about, but we also can't just adopt, Trump's talking points on immigration and completely forget the reality. We have to push a different narrative that is, like I said, that immigrants are good for this country, and the vast majority who are already here are good people who are contributing, working, paying taxes, and doing things right.
Flores, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
What she's saying is fairly reasonable. The problem is she's been part of an administration that hasn't done what she is saying. Do you believe her going to the border helps her make up some ground on this issue?
Well, I don't think it helps her because it brings attention to her failures. I mean, she has been the vice president for close to 4 years. She's been the border czar. The Biden-Harris policies are the reason why we're in the position that we're in. And I agree with Carlos. Immigration is good for this country. I immigrated to this country when I was 6 years old. I want more little girls like Mayra to be able to come to this amazing country and accomplish the American dream. But we have to focus on legal immigration, improving the legal process, because right now it feels like it's easier to come to this country illegally, but harder to come here to this country legally. So we need to focus on the legal process. If we care about the American people's safety, if we care about the immigrants as well, we have to secure the border and focus on improving the legal process, because it's very outdated, it's broken, and it shouldn't take 10, 20 years to be able to come to this amazing country. And again, I agree with Carlos that, immigration is good for this country, but legal immigration.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's saying also. But Rodney, now, fentanyl is one of the first topics that you tutored me on, about how just humongous a threat is and how much more we need to do on it. When you hear Harris say, hey, we got to come at this from every direction, you've been saying that for 10 years. What's the reality of how this administration treated it?
So this visit and the administration and Harris's future, let's do what every cop does out there. Don't listen to the words, focus on the evidence. Tons of it, tons of evidence online. Anybody can look at it on their own. This administration completely destroyed the border. Talking about immigration in a general context does not help this conversation. You have to separate illegal immigration and legal immigration. They continually don't do that because the cartel uses illegal aliens, whether they're criminals before they cross the border or not is irrelevant. The cartel uses them as cover to distract law enforcement, so they can bring anything they want into the country, whether it's criminals, terrorists, or fentanyl. And you literally, every time we talk about passing laws or immigration reform, people forget it's built on the foundation of our ability to know and control who and what enters our home. That's border security. And this administration destroyed it, and they still haven't changed anything at all, really. The numbers aren't really down. They're just hiding the illegal aliens by pushing over 100,000 a month through the ports of entry. We got to secure the borders, and I 100% agree with Carlos and Mayra. Legal immigration is what border security helps support.
Rodney, the first time around in 2015 with Trump, it was the wall, and my beef with it was way too simple a solution. We're never a wall away from a secure border. There's so many different moving parts. The rule changes would probably matter the most. They just won't give them to you guys because you need Congress for them. The idea of a mass deportation, Rodney, is that even logistically possible?
It is logistically possible, and I'll go back to our conversations we had early on. There's no silver bullet, but the wall actually slows down illegal immigration. It slows down the cartel's ability to do bait and switch, run something to your left and then get something else past you to your right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.